Morning, Ali. How are you?
Yay.
Okay,
Excited.
I did a thing this morning. I did a thing, and we're going to take you with a trip down memory lane as to how that unfolded. So it began when the lovely Ali suggested that I do Calvin Coyle's NLP course. Why did you suggest that to me, Ali?
Well, I actually suggested it a few times, but
I know, but we know I have no resistance.
that's right. But no, I've gotten a lot out of it because it's just direct, it's to the point, it's not this big long thing. And because you've already got all of that background, you've already studied it, I knew it would just be a good refresher for you and just a little bit of a kick up the bum.
Yeah, but one of those funny things about kicks up the posterior is sometimes we can get a bit resistant to it. So for me, I think, like I studied NLP 14 years ago, and I just thought, yeah, look, why would I need to be doing that now? I've got so many other things to be doing. Why would I need to be doing that? And so I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Signed for the course, didn't get to it. And then you were going to be on a call with Calvin, and you invited me into the call, and it had been approved. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, this was on the Monday, the call was on the Tuesday, Sunday, the call was on the Tuesday. I'm like, oh, better start watching some of that stuff, because it'll be really embarrassing if I turn up to a meeting and I haven't actually watched any of your materials. The funniest thing for me, and this is often how I do things, so I should have known, um, from the moment I started watching Calvin's program, I was hooked. He is such a good presenter. And even though I've done the course 14 years ago, I found that what he spoke about, and what was it, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, what Jason spoke about, that it was much more direct. It was to the point. There was resources. There was stuff I could go back and check. It was in everyday language. I could see the ramifications. And probably I've done a lot more work over the last 14 years too, that I could see how to apply it with the people I'm already working with, who might just have one or two gaps somewhere that they can't work out how to jump over that little hurdle. And so for me, it was huge. So I then binge watched, as I do. And I binge watched from the Sunday through till the Thursday. And I took over an entire exercise book of notes. I don't know that yep. And I will go back to them. I actually probably need to type them up because I work better from the visual. So that
Yeah.
was really interesting. And then, of course, on Tuesday, I didn't end up making that call anyway. And I'm like, okay, wasn't meant to be there. Wasn't meant to be there. Didn't get caught in it. Just let it go. On the Thursday, I think it was Friday, Ali, you had a meeting at exactly the same time as I had a meeting. So with exactly the same group of people. So Ellie had a meeting with Calvin in relation to Wild Success. I had a meeting with someone else in relation to Wild Success after completing all of my NLP certifications in just under 5 days and enjoying it so much. And that was huge, absolutely huge. Um, then this morning I got up and I did a meditation. I did one of Anna Bellissima's meditations on meet your business spirit. I've done it before. The people that turned up for me today were completely different. So I had Ganesh in the scene, I had Kuan Yin, I had Thor. Who else did I have? There was someone else I told you.
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi, yep. All of these people with different clues about them, but still wasn't working it out. And then all of a sudden, Ellie and I are in conversation about something completely different. And how did it go from there?
Um, I don't even remember.
How did you get on to talking about my business name?
I sent you I saw the dragon photo and sent
Oh,
it. And I said, your logo needs to be like this.
you did. So Ellie sent me this beautiful picture of a dragon that just like my soul just about burst out of my body when I saw it. And I've written Dragon Heart Healing. I think I
Yeah.
wrote it first.
Yeah.
And then we had a whole heap of backwards and forwards of emails. And the very next thing I knew, I've got a new business name. Ellie's on a call with me. We're signing me up. I'm making it official. So I am now Dragon's Flight Alchemy. We've registered it with ASIC. It was so exciting. It was really cool to do it together. And as we were sitting here talking, trying to work our way through it, I looked across, and in my wealth corner, I should have got that out beforehand, is a picture of a golden and silver dragon in flight. Far out. And in front of it is a huge piece of blue calcite, which is about making your dreams and wishes come true. And then you said to me,
Oh, which part about me seeing it?
yeah, go for it.
Oh, there were a few things, but I was getting my massage yesterday, kept seeing blue calcite the whole time. And there was no relation to me or my massage therapist, which often there is. Bang. As I was falling asleep last night, I was reading about how we don't see things till we're ready and we create our reality. Carney's had, how long have you had that sitting there?
That dragon has been sitting in that corner since Tracy Joseph came to help me reorganize my office. That's over a year ago. And that piece of blue calcite has been in front of it for over a year ago too.
Crazy. And you've seen it but haven't seen,
That's it.
noticed it.
I haven't connected with it. Whereas this morning when you and I, and it was right as it was all coming together, I looked across and I went, oh my goodness. Ellie, look, here it is. It's been sitting looking at me for over a year. Now, the crazy thing is, when I was about 14, it was just after my grandpa died, I used to have dragon dreams all the time where I was forever riding dragons. And, so it's been a very deep soul part of me for a long time, but not anything I've thought about hooking into as part of my work. And Ellie and I also, so I said to her, it's time for my dreams to take flight. And you'd written something else as well too. And we pretty much share a brain, Ellie and I, like.
And Carney, what is your priestess name?
Silver Moon Dragon. I know. And we tried that and it just didn't flow. It was too long.
Yeah, and I think that's meant to be that personal
Yeah.
name, and then you've got that outward expression, and it rolls off. It's just perfect. It just happened.
Dragon's Flight Alchemy. Sure does.
So good. So good.
Yeah. So bless your cotton socks. So I said to Ellie this morning that there was no way I was going to let her sit and talk to me today because she's got a really sore back and she wasn't allowed to be sitting at a computer. Anyway, she wove her way in differently, connected with spirit and got my soul to explode. But we're going to let her go now so that she can go and rest that back.
It was
I
meant.
I can already see you're in pain. I've seen it a few times throughout. Yeah, even though you're trying to hide it really, really well.
It was meant to happen though.
It was.
You needed that. You're ready. Your soul's ready. You needed that next little kick, and now let's watch her take flight.
And let's take it that step further. We've also now set up another platform because we were really frustrated with something that's been happening to the two of us, where a certain modality that we're working with keeps adding people to our hidden groups that are supposed to be private because they've got, things that we want to keep confidential for those people in those groups. And it's just not ethical. And so we've moved to another platform together. And the platform that Ali's chosen is the platform that Calvin uses, which I would never have said yes to because we know what I'm like with technology blocks. But when I got to use that process last week and I found it so easy, I'm like, oh yeah, of course I can do that because I've already done it before. So, and I did it before because I was so interested in the content that I just wanted to keep turning up. So yeah,
All the webs.
it's like all of the roots of that big oak tree underneath are, they're starting to align.
So
Yeah.
good. So
So we
excited.
got some big things in the pipeline, girl, haven't we?
We do. Watch
Yeah.
this space.
Watch this space. You want to give them a little bit of a taste tester as to what you've got coming up?
Well, what we've got coming up,
Yeah, I know.
certification
Yeah.
in that you'll be able to use personally and professionally, and a bit of a free taster, I
Yep.
suppose, that you can use personally, that will also be coming with a statement of attainment, fully accredited.
Fantastic.
But yeah, we've got quite a few things, and I've got some things through Raven Moon Academy that Carney will be helping to teach in, and Carney has
I'm going to be running a Lions Gateway opening and another free taste tester in cutting the ties that bind, and then a course attached to it. Yeah.
so good.
So we create some big magic together when we align, and I'm really excited to see where it will go. But yeah, now that I found my wings this morning, which I was never expecting to do, it
No,
just feels amazing.
it's so good.
Yeah.
So good. I think we both.
Extra little cotton socks. Thank you for holding my hand, holding the space, helping me through this. Ellie's been amazing for a long time, but in the last month and a half in particular, she's held my hand through teaching me Google Docs very, very patiently, and set up. I don't even know what you call them. What were the pages she set up for me for Yule and for what do you call those? Are they landing
Oh
pages?
yeah, landing pages. Yeah.
Yeah, two
No,
beautiful landing pages that so many people raved about. So yeah, exciting times ahead.
absolutely. But I think it was, you were ready to break through that resistance, and then the Google Docs, seeing that you could do it, it just sort of
Yeah,
opened it all up, and now you fly.
yeah. Well, I needed to see that with Google Docs. I needed to see that with Circle, but it was just really funny the way it happened this morning that all of a sudden, we're talking new business names for me when neither of us had any intention of that. You send me a picture that I go, oh my
And do you
goodness,
know where
that's
I got that picture?
yeah,
Off your feed.
it is not.
Yeah.
It's my own picture that I'd already
Yes.
connected. It is not.
I swear, I was looking through your feed, and yeah, it it came up.
Holy
I
guacamole.
have a scroll through.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because obviously I've connected to it to post it.
Yeah,
I've been
exactly.
so deeply connected to dragons lately. I've been listening to dragon meditations, dragon chakra meditations every night. Yeah. Wow. And it does. It has Kani Kamala above. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How funny. How funny. All right. Go rest your back, my love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy, celebrate.
I shall.